Rape, rage, more. Meghan has caused more nausea once again with her twisted statement about fake babies and Invictus. Hello and welcome to Princess Diana News Channel. I have to say we were better than the boys. In fact, Meghan was not banned from Germany, as many sources report, and when she got to the game, she made sure to show us how desperate she is for the spotlight. It really didn't take long to find a microphone, did it? In the final appearance, Meghan apologizes for missing the start of the Invictus Games with an impromptu speech about buying milk and doing the school run before leaving for Germany. Now Harry was at the event, but he decided to fade into the background, allowing Meghan Markle to take the spotlight as always. But what is she even talking about? I mean, milkshakes, school before going to Germany. Is this Meghan's last attempt to change her image and give the impression of a caring mother? This must be her new PR angle, acting like she really is this loving mom who works at the school, whatever. It also makes absolutely no sense for their children to go to school full-time. I mean, 4 is very young that I estimate that senior officials will go to school for at least half a day in the morning. And Lilibet, well, at best, she'll just go to kindergarten. She tried to act like a caring mother, but to no avail. Everyone remembers how badly she treated her own father. Last time I checked, they had at least one full-time nanny. If they had kids. It seems so unprofessional to make excuses for being late. Most of us have no problem getting the kids to school and still making it to important events on time. And if Meghan Markle is busy with the school run, who will be doing the school run tomorrow? If it was so important that he should be there, why should he stay there? And if she could leave, why didn't she go with Harry? This is another example of Meghan Markle stealing other people's ideas. He stole it from Catherine because Catherine couldn't go to Balmoral because she was doing the school run on the children's first day at the new school. Well, that excuse was good and completely convincing. With Meghan, but not so much. Well, it looks like Meghan was totally taken aback by this and she still hasn't been able to get over it, so she decided to copy the idea, which we didn't do because we had all forgotten. Another problem with this little story is that California schoolchildren begin the school year in mid-August. So if Archie is real and he's really in school, he's been at school for a month. This allowed Meghan to impress herself, which is what it's all about. Anyone who thinks this was just an impromptu, spontaneous speech from Meghan Markle should have their heads checked. Meghan also said she hopes to take her children to watch The Invincibles one day. Oh, how interesting. She won't take her kids anywhere, but she wants to take them to the Invincible Games. Chapter really? I mean, even the rented kids were rarely seen in public, and Meghan didn't take them anywhere where they could compete with her for attention that he had not seen any of them with their children. A 2-year-old spends most of the day with his parents, especially if they don't even have a real job. Meghan may have been on the school run, but there were no children in the car. But, let's remember that this is Meghan's truth and we should not doubt it. And what a slap in the face to the games and the hosts. Oh, I'm so sorry. I came very late. I am a mother of 2 children. I have no help and I have to take care of 2 children. Oh, I know, all of you were waiting for me. Meghan has spoken to people who have lost limbs, suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder and still go to work every day. No one is working on the story of Meghan at school for a group of preschoolers. Most people there are parents. You should only manage the school's operations, and they have to work harder after an injury. And neither a nurse nor assistants to help them. Many of them, like most of us in the world, live paycheck to paycheck. Meghan is very deaf. This is amazing. When veterans with severe physical limitations gathered for sporting events, Meghan eagerly came over to talk about the difficulties in her life. Have to do what most parents have to do every day. But let's not forget that this is also her fashion show. She had to convince everyone that she was just like us, but the clothes and jewelry she had to wear cost more than many veterans make in their lifetime. Doesn't she understand what athletes have to go through to participate in the Olympics? Didn't she see Claire Gibson running a race to encourage a competitor? Didn't he see the joy of the participants from different countries next to them? And he was late, and he tried to come up with reasons that he thought he could understand. No respect. You know, if I was a competitor there, I would be very upset that I don't care if Meghan did her own makeup. I mean, it was a bad idea. She wants to be the center of attention so much that she will do anything. And she did the same thing over and over again. He was even trying to get away from the late Queen as if this was all happening. Chapter She really thinks she is better than the late Queen. Now, as Meghan finally realizes that the late Queen was more than just a little old lady, the shock of the palpable love, support and respect shown by the rest of the world at her funeral really shines through. Face. She is very important and valuable. Well, let's take a break from this coverage and discuss our latest video. I owe you all an apology that we posted this video when we thought Meghan was actually banned from Germany. But, as it turned out, he was not. So it appeared without limits. You've also shared a lot of your thoughts in the comments section, so let's talk about some of my favorite comments. Think how much it would cost to rent them and fly to Germany and how difficult it would be. I also really like this comment from Janie. This is not a 42-year-old face. Hey Megs, you need some improvement. This must be the reason for his absence in Dusseldorf. Well, he's in Dusseldorf now, but I agree with you. She's really starting to look older. And then we got comments from Lynn Farr. I have a hunch that Meghan and good-hearted Uncle Randy Andy know each other better than anyone thought. Now, this conspiracy theory is my own opinion after watching countless different YouTube videos against and in support of Meghan. Haswas was an evil little bastard who was somehow released into the world by Meghan. Oh my God, we were covered in snow. But one of the factors that contributed to Haspin's development was his severe mental health issues. Meghan only fueled his paranoia. I think there is a very experienced person behind Meghan who wants to go to ruin. Meghan only wants money and fame from this deal and maybe Prince William, lol. There are a lot of plans and cloaks and daggers around these two. I suspect one or both will be in federal prison in the US. But there at least they will have a job. You pay about 25 cents an hour to clean prison floors. It's a very interesting theory that there is someone behind Meghan Markle, someone with deep pockets and great power. I've encountered this situation many times too. If you have any opinions about this, please let us know in the comments. Who could it be? I know a lot of people want to see the monarchy collapse. Next I want to share this comment from Mama Pinks. Yes, she's not the only one there. She somehow managed to get on stage with Harry and give a speech about wearing a Banana Republic thrift store outfit and a thrifty belt. I wonder who exactly told the reporter what she was wearing. It must be a refusal to react to the ridiculous amount of money he shamefully spent on the games last year. Red carpet, more like vomiting. They deserve the green carpet. Well, apparently Meghan's idea about people being able to afford clothes is another idea she stole directly from Catherine. I mean, who does she think she's fooling? There is absolutely no original idea in this woman's mind. And then another comment from Mama Pinks that I just want to thank you for. Oh, and the news about them with their jokes happens so fast that you can be sure that when something happens to the contrary is something you think loaded. Says. Don't worry, I totally get that. We still love your channel. Thanks for understanding. I mean, it was a really embarrassing mistake and I wish we hadn't made it. But hey, I guess better late than never, right? Well, the last comment I want to share with you is a really interesting one from Kate London. I think she was supposed to go to Germany but then decided not to go because of the bad press, but then decided to go because Harry was getting too much good press without her. Oh man, these two are bound to break up. A single experiment has already begun. Get ready for the second part of the War of the Whales. Thanks for sharing this theory, Kate, because I've never come across this before and I think you're 100% right. Meghan Markle was probably just waiting to see what kind of press Harry would get. When he saw that he was fine, he could not be without him in sight, and went on his way. Okay, back to the main content. Afterward, Meghan says she's proud of the Invictus family. How patronizing can he be? Why should she be proud of all people? I mean, he could say he was impressed, shocked, but pride shows that he is everything. Meghan has nothing to do with Invictus, and it is not her place to brag about the athlete's own achievements, because none of them have anything to do with her. I mean, Meghan Markle doesn't have a lot of experience. She never served in the Army, Navy, or Air Force. She had no sports-related experience. So why on earth is she competing in the Invincible Games? I mean, okay, let's make a hypothetical here. Let's just say that if Harry didn't play in these games, maybe there would be a series of alternative games with these guys that Harry didn't play in. Will Meghan Markle go? Absolutely not. She thinks she's the most important person here, but in my opinion, she's the least important. Most people don't care when Meghan shows up, or if she shows up. Harry was doing great without her. Now, the Invictus Games are a positive event for the remarkable veterans who participate. But what I can. Everything Meghan says, alongside the paparazzi shots, is contrived to make her seem more likable. How much money did they make from the Invictus show on Netflix? R12 produced it. And you know what? All these benefits should have gone directly to the veterans. For whatever reason, Meghan and Harry still don't understand that the games aren't about them. It allowed a wounded warrior to take charge and build a real brand focused on what matters. Wounded soldiers and their recovery. Their only real value would be to justify a large tax ban for any good work. For example, let's talk about Simon Weston. I mean, what a wonderful person. When he was 20 years old, he suffered a lot. And after many surgeries, he learned to live with his burned body. He did a bad thing. He should be the leader of Invictus. And you, do you agree with me? Please let me know what you think in the comments below. If you think my video is useful, don't hesitate to like it and share it with your friends and loved ones who will love it whenever you want. And please subscribe to Princess Diana News channel for more updates in the future. Thanks for tuning in. Have a nice day and see you in the next videos.